What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to another episode of On the Bench with Pete. And this week, because I've had my birthday, I'm going to be working on my birthday present. That's right, Zombicide Invader. I'm so excited. But before we get to that, bear in mind, this is a series you put on in the background as you hobby or paint along with me. Which, you know, the more the merrier. Please join me. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. So get your glues, brushes, models, paint, whatever you need. Tea, coffee, whatever. And let's get to some serious hobby. I'm going to get to the bench and then I'm going to talk some more. Right. Okay, let's try this angle for the time being. Now what I've got here is some of the... Oops. And I've dropped one already. Excuse me, people. That's a good start, isn't it? Some of the Zombicide cards from the Zombicide Invader game, because I've got my aliens here. I should have showcased the different ones already. So I've got these here as a kind of colour reference. And I'm looking at these, I'm thinking, these look kind of rack-off fleshy. This kind of thing, rack our flesh. So that's what I'm going to be working on with those dudes. Let me just pop my cards away. I've got one of those Zombicide boxes, see. I don't know how the card system works in this game yet compared to the classic Zombicide. But that's okay. Ooh, right, so yeah, so before me I've got the aliens, the workers, the hunters, the tanks. I've got the spoiler abomination, of which looking at the cards I could probably do with another one. Whether there are different types of abomination, and you do get them in expansions and so on and so forth. But yeah, so I've got him. I'm not going to be working on him today, or the Peacekeeper boss. Notice these are all primed, but they've been primed like light grey. Oh, that's grey seer. That's black. In fact, all the characters are in grey seer. Two, I won't be working on those yet. Do we do some aliens? I'm thinking of doing the workers. These here. Yes, kind of production line, but not, but a little bit higher standard, hopefully, than I normally go. So these are going to be then. So what I have here is one of each alien. I'm going to paint them up, and then they can be my reference guide for the others when I come to them. To do that, especially the workers, being like 5 at a time. I airbrushed these aliens because it did save me a bit of time. Not that I'm in a rush by any way, shape or form. Not at all. Not at all. So I'm just shaking this pot up here. So this is like late in the day now. It's afternoon, but it is my day off. I've been doing other stuff, see. So, but on the bench is what I look forward to. You see, I really look forward to it. So, I think that's shooken up enough. Shooken up, that's a word. It's a thing. Grab a brush I can glue this out with. So, rack off flesh. Right, I'm going to pop some drying retarder. A couple drops of that. In with it, water it down, so it should should be nice and thin. He says. Now, the worker aliens, Xenos is what they're called. Call them zombies, Xenos, alien zombies, whatever you want to call them. I don't much care. You know, I could probably use this brush to apply it on them with, yeah, you know, that's pretty good. Or would it be more beneficial to use a slightly bigger brush? Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So we just come up here now, right? So if I put this paint on, what I would really like is one of those DW brushes that are similar sort of shape, a bit slightly smaller than this. The weird shape of the brush does make it quite easy to get into all the nooks and crannies. No, I'm doing this all over because they are largely this colour. You see, they're largely this colour. And although I'm not trying to, you know, cop out of, oh, you know, he said he's going to paint them to higher quality, but, you know, he's just slapping it all over. Yeah, this is the first stage. We will be coming to the finer detail, don't you worry. But this is the largest surface area on the model, the skin. And I feel I'm going to have to, you know, address that accordingly. I paint my Zombicide Xenos workers. Well, I don't know if it was that much quicker or not. I don't know. But there he is. There's one done with that colour. I think what I'll do, sort my focus out. There we go. So yeah, he's that colour. That's rack off. That's what they look like on the cards. So that's the colour I'm going with. All right, next one. When it comes to the survivors, actors, I think they're called survivors still. All of these miniatures, they all refer to them as actors in the book in Zombicide. Actors in your scenes and so on. So that's what you're playing out. Scenes. Yeah. But the survivors are I may be doing them one at a time, two at a time. If I'm waiting for one to dry, that might well be a case. Lovely and warm in here again, the heating on. But as soon as I turn it off, man, it gets cold real quick. Real quick. So looking forward, It's early stages yet, but oh, I'm so looking forward to playing this game. I'm going to set the tutorial up. I'll go through the tutorial. It's great that they do that. They did it in the classic Zombicide as well, just to get you, you know, the feel of it. I think we've got a roast chicken at home. I'm thinking we have that for tonight. Roast. I think so. I think so. Get it there. Right. Yeah, Rackar flesh. It's class. I mean, I will stick to any box art, book art I come across. I will heavily use that as reference pictures for any of the miniatures. It looks like the spoiler abomination that I've got. This dude here is a lot lighter in colour, almost like an off-white. Yeah, not that unlike the primer that he's primed in. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I might have to see if I can get hold of maybe the contrast white, because that'll probably shade in like grey. See what that comes out like. I don't really want to be experimenting too much with these guys, because I want them to look the business. But yeah, so I hope everyone's having a good day, good week, good year. I hope everyone's having an awesome day. I should say that more often. I mean to. Ooh. These remind me of the creatures from the Black Lagoon. That's what these aliens remind me of. You know, there's different. There's so many different things you can get for the sci-fi range. Different robots and machines and so on. And there's so many different types of abomination, which is cool. Didn't really have that in the classic Zombicide. But of course they could, if they wanted to. Yeah, I have to pick myself up another spoiler, a zombie, Xenos, whatever you want to call it. I'll just call them aliens, and you know what I mean then. Abomination, alien. Yeah, it's really nice looking miniatures for this game. I really like them. I love Cool Mini or Not. They're such a great standard of game. Yeah, pieces are good. So yeah, really going to be looking forward to playing this. And you got to do it with painted miniatures, haven't you? You really get the feel of it. That's how I happen to do it. Some more Rackar flesh now. So I happen to do it with the classic Zombicide. Move these down here. Move these up. Get some more of this Rackar flesh out. I think we need quite a bit. Use 3 drops of retarder. 1, 2, 3. A healthy dollop of water. Yeah, that's better. I'll try this other brush a moment. Actually, let's wipe him off a bit. Yeah, Hunter Xenos. Yeah, these all seem to have the same type of coloration. I might do them different, I don't know. Yeah, do you know what? I think I will. Yeah, I will. There's a tip. Wash your mini in water. If you don't want. Yeah, I'm not gonna rack off flesh for those. I rack off flesh for the workers, yeah. And I'll tell you what's kind of spurred me to do that. Let me just rescue my paint a minute. Oh, I need some more paper towel. Excuse me. There's the fact I was reading in the book that the aliens have essentially 3 different groups of DNA. And it hinted that they came from 3 different planets, I think, like 3 different other areas of space. So I need to go back and have a look at the pictures again. The reason is, if that is the case, I may want to do them different colours. Now bear with me, if you wouldn't mind. So I'm getting my box out again, my Zombicide box. Alright, Zombicide worker. The workers and the hunters, they look the same. I don't know though. So that's the worker. I'm pretty happy with that as a base colour for the worker. Tanks. That's what the big guys are. Him and him. I think it's quite important, and a collection of miniatures is like vast in one place. I think it's important to have variation. Do you know? I don't know. See, I'm stuck as to what I think now. The tank and the hunter. See, they look kind of similar. Obviously, the spoiler. Abomination is, you know, a bit lighter. Let's turn my heater off a minute. I am stuck. I'll be honest. I don't want a board game of all the same colour. I don't. I've got my workers at a base paint of Rackar flesh. That's fine. But I don't know what I want to do the hunters. All the other ones. Don't know what colour I want to do them. Ooh, this is tricky. Yes, it really is. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm stuck. I am stuck. I don't know what colour to do the hunters. I think I'd like them to be more of a grey. Slightly greyer than Rackar flesh. Eshin grey is probably too grey. I don't know. Mechanicus standard grey. Yeah. Skaven Blight Dinge. Ooh. Right, sorry about that. That was my mum phoning. Actually, my phone is on because I'm expecting a call from my GP. Actually, but whilst I was talking to my mum, I think I've had a bit of an idea about what colour scheme I want to use for the hunters. They kind of remind me a little bit in the way they're posed of Gene Stealers. I don't know why, because I don't know, because some of the Gene Stealers, like the Umgarl Gene Stealers, kind of have like tentacle things going on. And I think that may be it. And I like purple Gene Stealers. I don't know. It's purples and blues. Funnily enough, my mum said, well, green, isn't it, for aliens? It's green. Yeah. But I've got some nice purples here. And I want a light grey for highlights. But I've got blue, Thousand Suns blue. I don't know what I was thinking of. That. Gene Stealer purple. I got Minotaur demonic skin. That's a question of whether I airbrush them on or I think I'll hand brush them, but yeah. So I've got that. I've got Demonette hide, which is very similar to it actually. I've got this nice Tamiya purple X16. I'll have to turn my heating on again. X16. I do like Tamiya paints. It's a bit of a shake up. I don't think I've ever opened this one before. Yeah, that's kind of a nice. I love the smell of Tamiya paints. Yeah, so it's alcohol-based acrylic paint. So yeah, maybe just grab a small stick, cocktail stick. So I was thinking of as a base colour. That could be quite effective. If I was to do that. That's the X60. See what? This is my dilemma here. This. And that's it there. But the dilemma is finding which colour to use. Yeah, I'm liking that though. Really liking that. I mean, let's have a look. Demonette. Yeah, demonic skin rather. Yeah, that's a lighter. I don't know. I am in two minds. Demonette hide. That's this one. That's demonic skin, which is looking quite a good contender. Yeah, there's not a lot of difference between these two. Demonic skin. Demonette hide. Demonette hide is a bit darker. So I'm wondering if I did demonic skin and put a wash on it, like a purple wash, because that would darken it down again. Gene Stealer purple, of course, is even closer to demonic skin, I would say. Gene Stealer purple. Oh man, I am torn. Right, I think I'm going to rule out the Tamiya one. It's too dark. Because the thing is, right, these dudes are going to be rushing across the board because they got like two activations. They can do two moves. Basically, they're like the classic Zombicide runners. You know, they're after you. I like the idea of purples for these dudes. I really do. Definitely purples. Purples, blues and greys. We've got two to paint up for this. Whoa. Or maybe, see, I don't know. It's so difficult to decide. The workers were easy, like, yep, rack our flesh, job done. I'm leaning towards these two. Gene Stealer purple or Demonette hide. Oh, sorry, demonic. I keep mistaking it. I keep getting it mixed up. It's demonic skin. All right, let's put that away. Demonic Hide going away. Go on. You're confusing me. Yeah, I think so. I think. Oh. Demonic skin, I think, is the way we're going to go with this. Yeah. It's a close call between Gene Steel Purple and Demonic Skin, but we're going with Demonic Skin. Folks, after all that, Demonic Skin is the base colour for my hunters. Right, now it's an airbrush ready paint, so it'll be quite thin. Just going to pop one drop of drying retarder in it, and I may grab some Lamy medium. Yes, so I don't want to change the property of it too much. I'm just mixing up my paint now, my palette. Right, so that's that done. Now to find a brush, which is going to be a regiment brush, which is what I need. Let's move my phone out of the way here. Regiment brush. Do that one. Yeah, so I'm expecting a phone call from the doctors. I thought that phone call was it, but it wasn't. It was my mum. So obviously I spent 11 minutes talking to her actually. Right. Demonic skin. I may need to do 2 coats. Yeah, it's a nice colour. I do like it. I'm enjoying that. I'm digging that. Yeah. Yeah, what was I talking about before? I think maybe I was talking about a roast chicken. Yeah, a roast chicken. We're gonna have a roast chicken. I think when I come to put the wash on, I'll thin the wash down a bit too. Yeah, I'm digging them in purple, I can tell you that much. Again, a lot of skin surface area here, but we are, like I say, we are going to go slightly higher than my usual for the likes of a board game paint job. There's many ways of describing it, isn't there? The kind of the basic standard. A lot of people say tabletop ready, tabletop standard, battle ready, battle standard, game ready, game standard. But I think with a board game, because they're more self-contained, as it were, I think you owe it to be a little bit better. And, you know, experience has shown me the way in that regard. Yeah, they do remind me of Gene Stealers. You could, in fact, you could easily, I think, substitute Yumgal Gene Stealers for these dudes. You know, in a pinch. Easy. Because a lot of them look like they're kind of running and their arms outstretched and they got the tentacle thing going on, some of them, on their faces. Yeah. Definitely. Xenos. So I've basically got to add 11 minutes on to the time so I can keep it at least an hour. So there'll be a bit of editing going on in this video, but that's cool, that's okay. Right. I let him dry. Is it a him or a her? I don't know. Just it's an it. I'll let it dry. Before I come back in and do the second coat. This is what I'm talking about on my day off. I remember doing the miniatures for the classic Zombicide. Seems like an age ago now, but I can still remember it. I still remember. Demonic Skin, that's the colour, that's the name of the paint. I've got to remember that. Demonic Skin. Oh dear. Yeah, really liking the look of these. I think it's good to have a distinctive look. Might do the tanks green actually. My mum might have given me an idea there. Yeah, she might be on something there. Traditionally, she thought of as like little green men, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, they're green, aren't they? I just told her I was painting in my studio. My sister might be going around to hers later. Although she told her not to bother because the weather's so bad, but you know. Yeah. Yes, I just gotta wait for these dudes to dry. Yeah, so tanks can be green. That's what I'm thinking. Now, green tanks. Right, for the base colour. I've got all sorts out here. All sorts out here. And I say these colours, you know, when I'm doing this stuff so that if I can't remember, I can look back on the video and I can see what I've used to paint certain models, certain colours. Right, the Fang. Yeah, I'd say that was more of a kind of a grey, blue grey. I don't know. Let's look to greens then, shall we? Oh, that's very yeah, avocado, avocado green. Yeah. Oh, I've got a flat green, the Tamiya job. So now I'm looking for the colours for the base colours for the tanks. Flat green. Just mixing up flat green, putting some on my palette. We got all sorts here. Oh, got some nice Iozen green. That's quite nice. I quite like that. P3. We've got orc flesh, of course, but they've done in black or dark colours, so not much cop. Warg flesh. They'd be like orcs then, wouldn't they? Ooh, this is tricky, very tricky, very tricky. Oh, excuse me. Warg flesh, I don't know. We've got Castellan green. I don't know, what sort of green says alien? German camo, dark green. Pigments, not. Come on. Some more paper towel. Yeah, we're not blasting through these, are we? But then that was kind of the idea. That was kind of the idea. Ooh, snake scales. Army painter war paints. Not only do I look at what colour a paint is, I like to look at how it flows. Goblin green. Goblin green, eh? But green. I don't. Yeah. I've got a lot of greens. Golden olive. Blimey, is there any? Still feels like there's paint in it. golden olive. That's quite a light colour. Of course, I've got like moot green. I've got fluorescent green. Fluorescent green. No, I'm thinking tank be a bit more darker. Castellan, like a castellan green. Or Lauren Forest. Gnarls green. That's a dark green. Gnarls green. Iosen green. Of course, I could do them different colour. Yeah, I might do one in one and one in the other. Not a goblin green. I certainly don't think we're going to be using avocado. Wow. Acrylic. Alright. Well. Okay, I think I'm going to do one of each. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll do a Gnarls green and Iosen green. This is what I'm thinking. Right, so I will have to galoop out my Gnarls green. Which I don't think, looking at it, is going to need any much, or too much in the way of filling down. I will put a smidgen of Lamia medium in with it, but I do mean a smidgen. Right. So Gnarls green first, so the darker one of the two. Heck, we'll do this one. Yeah, we'll have tanks as green. A lot of green going on. Kind of like the Hulk. Huh. Wonder if I could do reds for this abomination. What do you think? I don't know. At least these miniatures are like one piece, so I don't need to worry too much about anything like breaking off. It's like you get that sometimes. I've had it. No matter how well you thought you've glued a couple of parts together, sometimes things just break off. Especially like little flimsy bits. Heads is one, that's more for older miniatures, I suppose. You've stripped them, or used like the Dettol bath or whatever, and He's painting away and his head comes off. Gnarls green. Yes, orcish, I know to do green. But I dare say there's a Zombicide Invader paint set you can get. I'd be surprised if there isn't. It's the original Zombicide paint set. I mean, I got it because I just wanted it. It's a nice paint set. And a lot of the paints I still have today. Some of them run out, but I say a lot of those paints I still have today. Liking these. Liking these. So I don't know now whether to do the other one. Gnarls green. Because I'm going to have to do highlights. I don't know. Warzone green. Again, we'll have a smidgen of lime medium. Just drop that in there. Well, do this fellow. Then we'll be at the end of our on the bench session. Of course, what I'm going to do is go back and redo the skin of my hunters, so they're more of a clear, not clear, more of a smoother finish. That's what I will do. Looks like this one could do with 2 coats as well. The other one doesn't look as bad. Of course I may end up doing 2 coats on him anyway, but that's okay. At least we know where we're going. This is the fastest stage, believe it or not. It only just took me so long because I was faffing about with colours and not knowing. I think green's going to be good for these tanks. Any greens. I might just paint them all individual, you know. Well, vary it up a bit, as long as they're green. do his whole tentacle. And that. Just enough paint as well. That ain't bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. So I think, yeah, I quite like them in different greens, but there we go. Just zoom out slightly. You can see more of what I've done. So I've got my workers here in Rakoff Flesh base paint. I've got my hunters in a demonic skin by Minotaur base paint. And I've got my two tanks, one in Niles green and one in Iozan green. Yeah. I'm not sure about the abomination yet. Not sure. We'll see about that. Anyway, let's zoom out. Move up a bit. There we go. Glasses off. Well, that brings us to the end of another On the Bench session. It's been a strange one. Had that phone call which kind of distracted me for quite a bit. But yeah, we're doing all right here. We're doing all right. I think I'm happy with the colour schemes I've chosen, or the base colours I've chosen for my respective aliens. I'm going to go with that. As I say, with the survivors, I'm just going to stick to the artwork as closely as I can because they're characters. Although I don't know, I haven't looked, but I'm thinking of the Peacekeeper, but I might do him in greys and metals. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, there you go. So thanks very much for joining me. Let me know in the comments below what you're working on. I wasn't expecting to have this much joy in one go for quite some time. Thanks for everyone that made it possible. Thank you. Yeah, so I'll see you guys on the next video then. Bye for now. Bye bye.